Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently in need of a few repairs here, and I think we'll just go ahead and... Are we going to wait on the Mauler? We may not wait on the Mauler. We may just deploy before this month tick. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, we have 3 days on the Awesome and 1 on the Battlemaster. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think we'll make do with existing supplies here. Morale decreased, okay. Well, Coma and Brother and Taboo are not doing so well. I'm sure they'll be fine. We're just going to tick forward 2 more days here. There we go. And let's see what we've got for pilot training here. Shouldn't be too much, especially with 3 mech warriors out with infections. But that'll be fine. They'll get over it. We're going to hop into the command center here, although I should double check in the mech bay, make sure that everything is good to go. Yes, it is. We don't have the Mauler or the Orion, but that's okay. We can deploy one more time before the end of this month tick. Let's see what we've got. This is a blackout mission. Okay. This one's also a blackout mission. I kind of prefer not to do a blackout mission right now because both of these have a tonnage restriction on them, which I don't really want to do. I feel like the pay on this one and this one, which, remember, this is not a half skull. This is 5.5 skulls. This is the next rank here. I feel like the pay on these isn't worthwhile. Maybe we run, like, this one. That's also a blackout. Maybe just something super simple, just to build up some cash. Like this assassinate mission. This could work. You know what? Let's do this. This shouldn't be challenging for us. I think we'll run it right around here. We shouldn't be that interested in salvage here. Okay, so we've got this set up right now. Brother can't run the Mad Cat, and Taboo can't run the Boar's Head, but everything else should be okay. We will run the Corsair, even though it's not exactly good to go. We'll need to run Coldfire and Rain. Neither of them have affinities. Rain does have Mad Cat Mark II affinities. That'll work. And Coldfire, do you have Atlas affinities? I don't believe so. No, but that'll be fine. At least he has Warlord. Let's go ahead and run this. So, with this underway, in theory, we shouldn't have a very hard time doing this. We should heavily outclass any enemies we come across, and this should be pretty much just a simple payday, which is good. We want to bank up a good amount of money right now so that we can get our Corsair properly refit. We're not at the point right now to properly refit it financially. We're tomorrow going to spend literally 50% of our funds on the financial report. So we probably want to work up a decent chunk. But this should net us a good amount, honestly. This is what, 1.3, 1.2 maybe? I forget what the actual max pay is. And of course we should have some bonuses as well. But okay, 1.1 million. We'll probably have some bonuses, but we've got our drop costs to think about. We're probably looking at somewhere around 800,000 before repairs and before salvage. Okay, so we need to destroy the target and escape. Commander, this mission should be simple. Illyria Noble is participating in a patrol as a show of support for the troops. She's insisted on using a cicada. Okay, that's going to be really, really easy. Let's just do this.
Command interface.
Assuming we can hit the cicada will die. If you ask me, boss, anyone who sends their VIPs out in a CDA 2A is asking to be shot. Indeed. Let's go ahead and head on in, and we can deploy all the way up here. I mean, we can't really climb this. We'd have to climb up over here if we wanted to get off over on this side. Where exactly is each of these? We don't know. But I think we'll drop over here, and we'll just make our way up this way. We don't have any allies, and that's okay.
Keep your eyes peeled, Commander. This looks like an ideal place for an ambush.
Oh, I agree.
Watch for vines. We don't want to get
Okay, so
tripped
that
up.
is supporting enemy forces. This is ambushers, and the Lyran Noble's up over here. Seems simple enough.
Okay, let's go.
Rolling.
Next round, we'll get sensors, and we should be able to see more of what's going on over here.
Roger that, Commander.
Okay. I hear tanks rolling around. Nothing. Okay, we're going to move up with our Battle Master. This should give us a sensor trace. That's the cicada there. We see over here a yellow jacket, an Ifrit. Okay, that's going to be kind of a priority target. A guillotine, a grasshopper, and a patent heavy tank.
Onward.
Okay. Now we are out of combat right now. We will enter combat next
Roger
round.
that.
So we're just going to close in as much as we can.
No sweat.
Let's move.
Okay. So they do have a number of enemies. There's also an archer and over here that I didn't mention previously, and a ripper. Okay. A second Ifrit. Okay. This doesn't look too bad.
Standing by.
I'm going to reserve. The Ifrit closes in. One of the Ifrits, anyway. Doesn't really get much done there. I like it. There's a lot of enemy units, but they're not tremendously threatening other than the Ifrits. The cicada actually closes in. This is very bold.
Yes, Commander.
Like, incredibly bold. We're going to move up to the side arc with our Black Knight. We're going to Warlord it. The cicada might die here. Certainly a lot.
Target's taking a critical hit.
We did notice that the Ifrit fired its AMS there. That's fine. The Yellow Jacket moves up.
What's up, boss?
We're just going to walk in with our Madcat Mark II, and the Madcat,
Roger that.
it's going to fire on the Ifrit. We want to eliminate that thing before it can really bring its thumper to bear. And it's gone. Fantastic.
Vehicle down.
Okay, we know there's another one out there, but that's a ways away. Let's see what it decides to do. The guillotine moves up a bit, but doesn't fire.
Yes, Commander.
The Awesome is just going to move in on the cicada, and we can go for the rear arc kick. This might bait these guys to come in. They're going to be firing rear arc on the Awesome, and I'm aware of this. We'll see what happens. That's a melee hit on the cicada, and that's a very dead cicada.
I think I hit something good.
Okay. Target destroyed. Where's that LZ? Camera was going through the mountain there. Evac zone is up here. Okay, so we got to fight our way through everything anyway. That's fine. We're not surprised that they're shooting at the rear arc of the Awesome. We expected this. And in fact, this is exactly what we want. The Battle Master is going to sprint on forward. It can actually see the Yellow Jacket from here. It doesn't have the greatest of hit odds, but I think we'll take this. We will Warlord to boost them a bit.
This might hurt.
It might, but it probably won't. And yeah, it didn't hurt. We're not shocked. The Grasshopper backs off a bit. Doesn't fire. Cool. The Archer moves up. It'll fire for sure. Adorable. Okay. Next up, the Salamander. The Salamander is going to sprint up to here, and it can't get into LOS, but that's fine. Next round, it'll be able to.
Yeah?
The Corsair is quite a long ways away, and it doesn't move very quickly. It needs to be refit. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, boss.
The Hector is going to make its way up next round on it as well.
I hear ya.
The Boar's Head can start to get some work done over here, and just looking at clustering, I think we'll fire at this Grasshopper. Not because it's necessarily super close to everything else, but it's centrally located, and if we miss, yeah, we can hit things on either side like that. I like it. We got some decent armor strip there. The Ifrit closes in, fires on the Awesome rear arc, and misses. That's amazing. I expected it to hit there. And the Yellow Jacket doesn't move yet. Really? Going for the Battle Master over the Awesome? Okay. Cool. So that was the Ripper there.
I'm here.
So the Awesome can immediately just turn right around. I want to dip out over this direction, though, so that we're not blocking LOS, ideally. And we can fire on either of these. The Ifrit is the obvious choice. We will Warlord it. I am going to fire our rockets here, because we want that thing gone.
Confirmed.
Neither PPC hit there. And the AMS doing work, of course.
I'm out of SRM.
But that's okay.
What? No.
The Battle Master will close in up over here, once again going off to the side to attempt to stay out of LOS a bit. And checking hit odds to see if there's anything tremendously better. There isn't, so we will fire on the Ifrit. We missed with the autocannon, but we hit with a couple of lasers, and we'll call that good. Yellow Jacket moves up, fires on the Battle Master. It's running a rotary cannon rather than the Gauss rifle that a Yellow Jacket would usually have. That's okay. I don't mind. The Black Knight is going to sprint its way on up, but it's a ways away since it was dealing with the Cicada. Okay. What else do they have? The Archer firing on the Corsair. Sure, I don't care. They can fire at the Corsair all they want.
What are your orders, Skipper?
The Salamander is going to move up to here.
Affirmative, Commander.
And we've already gotten the AMS on the Ifrit to fire, I believe. But we're going to go ahead and do this number. I want that Ifrit gone.
Fun time.
And there we go. Fantastic. The Ifrit is indeed gone. Guillotine kind of running around over there, but not really doing too much. The Hector can position over here. And it can fire at either the Ripper or the Yellow Jacket. Much better odds than Yellow Jacket. Let's go ahead and Warlord that and get that thing shot down.
Got it.
I was hoping that that would actually shoot it down, but it didn't. The Grasshopper moves up. It doesn't really do much. Okay. And that was completely irrelevant. A total miss on the Battlemaster. Perfect.
Commander.
Next up, the Madcat Mark II is going to position up over here. We don't have Warlord available, but what we can do is just pot shot the Yellow Jacket. And the Yellow Jacket is gone. Excellent.
Reporting one less vehicle.
What do you need?
So next we're going to sprint the Corsair up the hill. The Corsair actually does get LOS on that Ripper, and we'll pot shot this.
Copy that.
We got a hit. We'll call that good.
Waiting on you, Commander.
The Boar's Head is going to move up over here, and once again, I think we're going to lob artillery, this time at this Archer.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Now that was pretty good. I'm pleased with that. Got a good amount of armor strip. Next phase, or rather next round. The Ripper will move. Let's see what it does. Well, that's brave.
I'm okay for now.
For a very long time, actually. The Black Knight is going to move up and finish this off. The Ripper will not survive this.
Engaging target.
Okay. Ripper is down, and that is the ambushers gone.
Vehicle fragged.
Fantastic.
Right here.
The Battlemaster is now going to come around over here and start going for this Grasshopper.
Go fast. Got it.
And we don't have Warlord at the moment, so we're just going to have to hope that we do some stray shotting. I'm not sure that we will, though. We got some damage into the Grasshopper. It's fine.
How's it going?
The Hector can move up, and it barely squeaks in LOS. I like it. Decent damage into that side arc. The Salamander gets an LOS.
Let's go.
This Grasshopper is hurting.
All weapons. Go.
Well, that was a lot of hits. 2 damage each because he's in cover and braced, but that's okay. The Corsair is going to sprint forward and sink heat. There we go.
Standing by.
The Awesome is going to sprint forward itself and position here. That gets it an LOS on the Grasshopper, and this Grasshopper not looking so good. Not looking so good
Ready to
at
get it
all.
on.
The Madcat Mark II can't get into LOS, but it can sink heat, and so it shall. Okay, the Archer moves up. Fires on the Salamander. I don't care. That's fine.
I'm losing armor left and right.
Oh, you're fine. No big deal there. The Grasshopper is going to fire on the Awesome and barely do anything. Okay. Sounds good. The Guillotine moves on up. Also fires on the Awesome. Also mostly misses. Perfect. This is going fine. No problem whatsoever here. We'll have these guys taken care of soon enough. The Patton fires on the Battlemaster. Does nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Okay.
I hear ya.
Our Boar's Head steps forward.
Moving to position.
And we're going to drop artillery on the Grasshopper here. It's centrally located.
Firing.
Let's do
everything
this.
I've got.
It's a lot of damage.
When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
Wonderful.
Yes,
Okay, so the
Commander.
Battlemaster is going to close in a bit here.
On my way.
Who are we going to shoot at? 25%, 40%. Archer it is. Nice, we got the stray shot there with the UAC-20. Just what I wanted to see.
Let's
The
move.
Hector is going to make its way up to here.
Move order received.
83.5. Yep. The Archer is the one to go for. No point in warlording on these odds, in my opinion.
Copy that.
Ooh, the Archer is down. I didn't expect it to die there, but LRM ammo explosion is gonna LRM ammo explosion, I guess. We're gonna move up with our Awesome, and that is going to fire on either the Guillotine or the Grasshopper. Technically, the hit odds are exactly the same. And I'm gonna fire on the Grasshopper here. We may stray shot the Guillotine.
Affirmative.
We didn't, but that's okay.
Aye, aye.
Black Knight is going to continue to advance. It won't be in position until next round to fight. Now the Patton is going to move, I believe. Actually, that's the Guillotine. Okay, it tickled the Hector a little bit.
Losing armor.
My armor's getting blown up.
The Salamander is going to position here.
I'm there.
Yes, you are. And we're going to fire on the Guillotine. We're not going to fire the medium laser, but we are going to fire the MRMs.
Affirmative.
That's one way to soften up the armor.
Keep an eye on my heat, Commander.
The Corsair is going to sprint forward. It can't get into LOS, but that's okay. The Corsair really needs an overhaul. I've mentioned that so many times, but we just don't have the cash right now. Okay, the Patton firing on the Battlemaster. That's not too relevant right now. Armor's holding.
Receiving you.
Madcat Mark II is going to sprint up to here. Next round, it gets into LOS. Okay.
Waiting on you, Commander.
The Boar's Head is going to walk forward.
You betcha.
And at this point, we drop artillery on the Patton.
This should be good.
That was not a great arrow 4 shot, but at least the sniper artillery shot was good. And that's a knockdown on the Grasshopper. I like it. Magnificent.
Orders.
So at this point, the Awesome closes in.
Location confirmed.
Side arc on that Guillotine. I think we take it.
Firing on target.
Yeah, that's reasonably solid.
Standing
Got rid of
by.
that armor. We're going to walk up with the Hector.
Copy
The
that.
Hector can fire on the Guillotine or on the Patton. Hit odds are better on the Guillotine. Light him up. Torso destruction. Fantastic. That's also a knockdown on the Guillotine. So both of the enemy mechs are knocked down right now. In fact, that other one... Was that a pilot incapacitation? It's not showing up anymore. It
Standing
must have
by.
been. We're going to walk in with the Battlemaster. The Battlemaster is going to go for the kill on the Guillotine.
Affirm.
Yeah. The knockdown must have incapacitated the pilot.
Mech destroyed.
Excellent. I didn't notice that, but
Standing by.
there we go. We're going to move up with the Black Knight,
Moving
and we're
out.
going to finish off this Patton. We might do some stray shot to our friend,
locked.
but hopefully not. Yeah, we didn't. Excellent. Next up, our Corsair. It's not in a good position,
Understood.
but
Moving fast.
that's fine. It doesn't need to be. The Patton gets one last move and misses everything. A bold strategy. Let's see how that plays out. We're going to move forward with our Mad Cat. The Mad Cat, because of this move, is not in LOS, but that's okay.
Yep.
The Salamander is not in LOS either, and it's overheated. We're just going to move it out over here and sync that heat on off.
What can I do for you?
The Boar's Head is not really interested in dropping artillery on this guy at this distance from our friend. We're just going to fire the LRM-20.
Betcha.
Yeah, we got a little damage in there, like 12.
I'm
The
receiving
Awesome is going to move in. Technically, we are better off hitting it from the front arc over here, I think. Yes. Go ahead and kick it. I don't care about hitting the heavy PPC. I'm not going to turn off the field inhibitor for that. We did miss the kick, but that's okay.
Reporting negative damage.
We missed everything, actually. Cool.
Negative damage.
Indeed.
Awaiting orders.
The Black Knight is going to position here. We're going to
Following
continue the armor strip.
Roger that.
Fantastic. That's the structure exposure on that Patton. The Patton is super dead.
That.
Waiting
The
for
Hector
order.
is probably going to finish the job here. If it doesn't, the Salamander is going to kill this Patton so quickly.
Locked on.
But yeah, the Patton's dead. Excellent. Let's get out of here.
Reporting 1.
Magnificent.
Mission successful.
So, as expected, it was pretty much a milk run. We took very, very little damage, and we probably aren't very interested in the salvage. I really don't think we are. Yep, about 850k before repairs and salvage, as expected. Not too bad. We could go for an Ifrit part. That might not be awful. That's like 3 million, so like 300,000 close to. That's probably going to be our best sale. That's a regular rotary AC5. If it was a heavy rotary AC5, I'd go for it. Okay, I think we're good. Let's just confirm this, and let's see what we got. Not much other than parts. Okay, I will get rid of this PPC and these standard heatsink coolings, and there's a number of parts there that we should get rid of. That's okay, we can do that. We didn't take all that much damage. Realistically, I expect that this is going to be something along the lines of 40,000 C-bills. Something like that. I might be surprised, and it might be a little higher, but I don't think it'll be much lower than 40k. Repairs are pretty expensive at this stage of the game, after all. Just putting that armor on, there's so much armor to put on. Really, I think 40k is lowballing it. Probably more along the lines of 100k. So I guess that's like my range. Okay, yeah, 100k. 91k, but yeah. That's about what I expected. Okay, what do we got going on here? We're going to have to take the financial report for sure. So let's just go ahead and do this in descending order. There we go. Fantastic. And let's also hop in here and get rid of some of these vehicle parts. We've got a little bit of extra time in this episode, but not a whole lot. So while I'm getting rid of these vehicle parts, I will say you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes. Ooh, 500k. In the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And let's just see what we can get here. We already got 400k. That was really solid. Here's a Patton. 2 Patton parts, actually. That's another 100k. So that's over half a mil. Not bad. And there should be a few others. I'm probably skipping them because I'm blind and going through this quickly, but that's okay for now. I can always go through them a little bit more thoroughly off camera. That's another 300k, so that's like 800k there. And And then 2 scimitar parts for another 100k. That's almost 1 million sea bills. I like it. And with that, that cut is going to go in here. And next episode, we'll get these repairs at least started in the case of the Orion, and done in the case of many of these others. And we will deploy yet again. See you all then.